Okay, welcome back to Dirt Bikes and More. Today I'm going to start up my 05 CRF450 Honda. I haven't started this bike in like 6 months or so, and there's a procedure to start it, these carburetor ones. Anyway, for this one, I can't speak about anybody else's, but she's a little cold-blooded, typical Honda. And then we'll start up the KX, which is a 1999 KX250. And then I'm gonna start my CR96 CR250. I just made a video about this bike about putting the PWK, or I'm sorry, the Kian PWK Air Striker carburetor, 38 millimeter on it. And bike runs fantastic, but I wanted to do another cold start. None of these bikes have started. The CR was started yesterday, but when I did the first video. But the KX probably hadn't been started in 3 or 4 months, and the Honda has been 6 months or more. So, all right. Thank you. All right. I have to set the camera up here because I'm running out of space. Anyway, I'm gonna have to pump the throttle and all that good stuff on the 450. Maybe I should move it to a better location. How about here? Where you can see my little procedure. Okay. There we go. How about there? Yep. There, maybe? Yep. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, even the petcock is pretty stiff on it. Ugh. All right, choke. Let's see. Here we go. And I give it 3 pumps of the throttle each time. Whoop. give the KX a go. I hadn't started that one in a while. There's no real procedure with that one, with the exception of the choke and no gas. Oh, and before I forget, this one, every now and then when I let it sit too long, it goes through this, like, as soon as I start it up, it goes to this, like, super high idle with the choke on, and it's kind of weird. I don't really get it. The CR did the same thing with that PWK, or I'm sorry, yeah, the PWK Air Striker. So I don't know if it's unique to that carburetor or not, because this one has it too, although this is the stock carburetor, but it says PWK on it. So I'm guessing it's a version of the Air Striker. It does have a little accelerator solenoid on it, so whenever you twist throttle, it squirts in more gas. But anyway, it's kind of weird. And then I shut the bike down and I restart it and everything is fine. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Anyway, here we go. Another really great bike. Again, I haven't had it on the track since I restored it. I bought it used from a guy and it was pretty beat up. I mean, I had to change the frame and all kinds of stuff. But you see what I mean about the startup, right? Super high idle. And then I took the choke off and it came down. It sounded okay, but it sounded lean. So, I don't know. And then I shut it off and now it sounds fine. I'm gonna have to turn up the idle a little bit, which I don't have a screwdriver. Let's go get one. That one. A little bit about the KX. Yeah, it's man, it was a great build. It was. Finding some of the parts weren't too bad. I thought the piston. Now this is a 99, and it's got the nasty, mushy front brakes, which are really terrible. But I found on eBay, I found a whole caliper and whole braking, master cylinder and everything, the whole brake system for a 2001, which I heard they fixed according to some of the magazines that did the reviews that I looked up. So yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna swap that out for sure. And the forks have this weird initial harshness to them that I'm battling, but I picked up another set of 1999 KX250 forks off of eBay, and I'm gonna swap the valving out and see if that doesn't work. I haven't revalved forks. I have revalved shocks before, but I haven't done forks yet, so I may give that a go too. So we'll see, but great bike. So now let's do the CR and see if it does that weird high idle thing. So it did sound like it did it, and I just I took the choke off right away, and it brought it down, and it sounds a little better. It sounds a little lean, but not too bad. I don't know, maybe I don't need to mess with the carburetor on the KX. I tightened up the idle on this, or the pilot jet on this one to a 55, but that's what came with the carburetor. In the KX, I only have a 50, so maybe that's a difference. And it could be that it needs to be warm, before I get a good idle. I don't know. Very responsive, though. Talk about really brought this bike alive. This bike is a little bit of a cheater bike. I have a 1995 head on it that I shaved 35 thousandths off of to give it a little more down low and in the middle, and it worked out really good. I think both these bikes are kicking about here, I don't know, between 135 and 138 PSI, which is good for me because I would prefer to have a lot more top end than bottom end. And I have oh, look at that. Okay, well, we'll mess with that later. Wow, I don't know, that was kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, so I put the different parts on it. I have all the 96 parts that have been rebuilt, and I had the cylinders replated, and I put a brand new crank in it. I found a 2001 crank that will work for the 96s because it's the same design. The pistons, though, you got to be careful with, because if you go, I think, a 97 and above head, you need to run a flat top piston. But if you run a 92 through 96 head, you can do the dome piston. So anyway, there they are. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.